Catherine Langford will be in Avengers 4, but the role is still a mystery. And some people were saying Kate Bishop at first, but there's a new rumor that came out that seems to be something else, right?
If you looked online, the go-to was Kate Bishop.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought of because she kind of looks like Kate Bishop.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Some people were saying Cersei because Eternals possibly in the movie. But this big rumor is that she's possibly Tony Stark's daughter, Morgan.
I mean, I'd assume they'd have to have a what's the word I'm looking for? They'd have to have something to complete that story to make it go around in Avengers Infinity War. It was like, I had a dream, we were gonna have a baby, a kid.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It's them having the kid is a logical end to Tony and Pepper's arc from the first Iron Man. So
yeah, and I mean, if she's the kid, it's a long time in the future that this movie takes place.
Well, this is what a lot of people are going. It's like, oh, there's more than a 5-year time jump. It's like, no, that's not necessarily the case.
Somebody could come back from the future, I guess. That's
exactly. We know that they time travel somehow to an extent because we've seen.
I didn't know that actually.
I mean, they were set. We talked about this before. They're set.
Yeah, but you know me. I'm gonna try to forget it the next time. So
I mean, even so, like for the case of the show,
Okay, yeah. I'm just saying for me.
There's Tony and there's Scott Lang in the Avengers 1 setting, so we know they go back to an extent. So who's to say? I mean, looking at how old she is, she clearly comes back from the future.
The future, yeah, because she's clearly like 20s. I mean, she's 25, I think, altogether. Like in real life.
She's 22, I think.
Oh wow, I thought she was 25. Wow.
You might be right. She's definitely
22. You are right. She is 22. She's also from 13 Reasons Why, which
Thanos is gonna get his tape. So.
Yeah, exactly. That meme was funny as it went around in the beginning.
It's crazy, but yeah, she's clearly older than the 5-year jump we're gonna get, which people are speculating. So, she could literally come from any timeline. She might even be Kang. We don't know.
Okay.
Just to throw it out.
I mean, there was a female Kang in kind of recent comics, but it was it was something else.
I was gonna say that was Kamala Khan.
Yeah. So that
was missing.
If you didn't read the comic, kind of like female King what?
That was a weird choice.
100%. But yeah, so she is in this movie. There's rumors out there. Honestly, can you believe that it goes both ways? Like, it could be Kate Bishop, it could still be Tony Stark's daughter, or are you more leaning that it is Tony Stark's daughter?
No, there's no way she'll be both.
No. I mean,
Kate Bishop won't be Tony Stark's
daughter. No. I mean it as like, which rumor do you believe more?
Oh, I don't know, because I'm not sure if the Kate Bishop thing is a rumor, or if it was just more fan speculation, because
it kind of came out quick.
Like the Kate Bishop thing was just, I said it on Twitter that I'm calling Kate Bishop for it. No.
Yeah.
The Tony Stark's daughter thing is 100% the rumor, but I don't know how. It could be either or, really. I'd be more inclined to lean on her being their daughter, personally. Just because it makes sense. You then give like Tony Stark that you have that arc in the things like, oh, I have a daughter. Clearly, I have to get rid of her to save everyone. No, that's clearly how it goes.
He has to get rid of her.
Well, if you think about it, right, she's from a timeline that shouldn't exist because they lost to Thanos, so they're going to have to undo that timeline. So that's not going to happen.
Well, I guess it depends.
She's a walking, talking paradox.
I guess it's how they do time travel, right? Because it could be one of those things where she just goes back to her time and it's changed or something like that.
I mean, sure, she could go back through her timeline. It depends how they handle that. But
it could be the dusting again.
I mean, it could be the dusting.
Because
there's that case of like, you're going to have to probably say goodbye to someone to save everyone else. Like, there's a reason why they said he's had a dream of a kid. No, they're not going to play it off like.
So, wait, when you say goodbye, it's not like her disappear. It's like...
I mean, that's what I'd say.
Yeah.
Like, she'd have to be kind of written out of their timeline because obviously they're going back.
They're going to save the day. Yeah, obviously, right?
Yeah. And and obviously he's going to he'll get her back in anyway, but...
Yeah, but Okay, my bad. It's going to be one of those things that he's gonna be conflicted. It's like, but I want to keep her alive, you know.
It's kind of like how he is with Peter. Like he's got to keep Peter alive.
It's one of those weird things where I guess he's gonna say goodbye to her, but he's gonna say like "Welcome back," like Peter, you're back, like because there's that video that went around of kind of slicing up clips of like Tony and Peter and something like you're like a son or something, and then it shows him dusting at the end. So in a way, Peter was almost like a kid to him, right? Or no?
Oh wait, they made it look like he was the father and something.
Yeah. So in a way, it's like he might be losing one child, but he's gaining another back. Yeah. He's getting the other one back. So even though they're not really, related, we just
even though he'll still get Morgan back, but they'll be. No.
Yeah, and
that's how I think it would go down if she is his daughter.
But it's also dependent on how they do time travel, right? As I said, it could be one of those things where yes, she disappears once they save the day, or she goes back to her time and it's different. It's now like better because they saved the day, or she goes back to her time and it's still bad, but there's different timelines. So her timeline still gonna save the way, but they fix the original timeline.
They'll probably keep it simple and just have time being straight. I doubt you're gonna get splits.
I'm sure. I think it is going to be because I think you see more of the they disappeared once you save the day type thing, right? In movies, I feel like you'll see those. I don't know about you. It could be the other way around.
Most times when they have like time travel stories, it's most times if they either go back through a portal or something, or they just start disappearing.
Back to the Future, right? Like, if I change this, like I might start disappearing, right? Because I don't remember Back to the Future too much.
Yeah, that's what most time travel stories have. It's either they disappear or they go back through whatever time thing they use to get there.
It's only kind of like really comics that they ever stay around because you can afford to keep them around.
Well, true. I mean, currently in the Flash, Barry Allen's daughter actually came into the present, and whatever they change, like there's something they're gonna change, and it could be one of those things where she just goes back to her time and everything's changed, or she disappears. Honestly, it's just how people do time travel. It's all different, and it gets really like effed up in a bit because there's so many things to time travel that no one's gonna get perfect and this and that. So it's just like you set the rules and we'll follow it. Yeah,
there's one thing that's guaranteed is that the Marvel movies will keep everything simple.
Have they done time travel? Yeah, there has to have been something like that, right?
Yeah, Doctor Strange, because he turned back time for Dormammu and everything.
I guess that technically that's time travel, yeah.
Yeah, there's been some kind of time travel.
It's not like the time travel everybody thinks of time travel, but it is technically traveling through time.
I mean, it's controlling time.
Controlling time, yeah.
It's not like time travel.
No.
Yeah, he just made a bubble that you can rerun time 15 minutes every single time.
And same with like Thanos and Vision. He turned it back. It went boom. But no, they're not going to overcomplicate things because it just distracts from the movie. So I'd imagine they go like, we have the one timeline where you can go backwards and forwards on that one. You're not going to get a split branch or anything like that. It'll just be boom.
No, I 100% agree. And, I think Avengers 4 is a lot. Looking forward to it. It's how many months away? So November, December, January, February, March, April. 5 for you, Mitch, but I guess technically 6 for us. So a trailer around the corner? It is 6 months?
November, December. Yeah, because from what I remember is like Black Panther dropped in like early December.
But I mean, that's true.
If you look at actually no, Black Panther had a trailer in June or July. That was the first look. That movie came out in February. The Avengers movie. If you look at Infinity War last year, the first one for that was November 29th, I think. So it's going to be around then.
And it's also one of those things. Trailers 5 to 6 months out, usually when you see them, right? The first.
Yeah.
But when we say trailers, it's usually a teaser that's like 2 minutes or something long. That's essentially a trailer.
I was going to say, wasn't the Captain Marvel teaser like 2.5 minutes?
Yeah,
it's not a teaser. It's not a teaser at that point. It's a
trailer, or it's one of those things. I don't know why they started doing that, where they're calling teasers, or they're calling trailers teasers now.
It's like teasers you don't see as much as you do in trailers.
Is there like a quota or something, like a rule?
I mean, would you call like a first look?
I mean, no, because there's always different things to it. First looks, teaser. So I'm sure in the movie.
I think the first look should be the first teaser.
Yeah,
It's nice.
essentially. But
But then
okay.
again, the first look could be Entertainment Weeklies.
Oh yeah. So one of the things is maybe there is something like this in Hollywood where you're only allowed 3 official trailers. I don't know, but right? Maybe like 3 official
Hypothetically.
trailers. So if that's a thing, maybe to get away around it, I'm assuming people are like, let's just call the first trailer a teaser. Let's call these other ones TV spots or all these other ones first looks. I could see why people do that to get around it, but at the same time, it's kind of annoying. But if that's something like that's true, yeah.
Trailers aren't cut for theaters because theaters play teasers as well.
Yeah, theaters play
Because
teasers as well.
most of the time,
I see them, yeah.
like the UK, like for us and like most of Europe, we'll only get the teaser where America gets the trailer in theaters. Like when a new trailer's out, we'll still have the first teaser in it. So it's not necessarily they're cut for theaters.
See, I'm still on the mindset that there is kind of you're only allowed a certain amount of official trailers. You can have you can have a teaser, you can have a first look, and all this. But
I mean, there probably is a limit, mainly because like budgetary reasons. You don't want to spend 500 million on trailers.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Either way, I think we're all gonna be excited for what's to come. If it is November,
Yeah, actually, no, chat's got it right. It's so you can say, "Don't judge it so hard. It's only a teaser."
Oh my god, that's so dumb.
It's like no.
We're gonna judge anything so hard, anyways. It doesn't even matter if the VFX isn't finished in a teaser or trailer. It's just like we're just gonna judge it so hard. But so November, what's coming out in November that they're gonna attach it to?
It won't be for anything in November. It'll be December.
But you,
when's Mary Poppins coming out?
Oh, I did. But you think it's still just gonna come out in November, anyways, and then they'll attach it in summer, December.
It will come out late November, probably around that 29th or something, and then it will be out. But
I'm looking right now. I'm looking for you. December 19th. So.
So if it is attached to that, it might be early December. It still could be late November. It depends.
I thought it could possibly be in Fantastic Beasts, and I know that's a Warner Brothers thing, but it is kind of like in the same people go watch that.
Yeah, but isn't that out soon?
November, like middle of November.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. They can't. Yeah, you said you think it's late November. Yeah.
Because what you do is there's a couple of weeks between releasing it and the being attached to a movie.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, December 14th.
Yeah, that's one I was gonna bring up.
December 14th, possibly.
Because that's Mary Poppins is after Spider-Verse, so I would assume they'd want to put it into Spider-Verse.
But Mary Poppins is a Disney movie and it's in the Star Wars slot. I think it's going to be huge.
But isn't Spider-Verse, Spider-Man, Marvel characters?
Yeah, but it's animated and it's not the same order.
I mean, they're only 5 days apart, really. So I honestly, I could see them just.
Yeah, but that's a week, so that would mean they have to come out earlier. So. To be fair, it's just a guessing game, but you can kind of be like, look, there's like a week to 2 week gap between what movie it's coming out in and when it's going to come out.
I mean,
100%.
The only other one would be Wreck-It Ralph 2, because that one's Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah, but then also Mitch says
soon it'll be out now.
Mitch is kind of estimating that it would be out end of November, which makes sense.
It's going to be end of November. That is a guarantee.
You don't even think middle of November. You think end.
No, if it was middle of November, it'll be out now. Because it's the 31st. It's the end of October. So if it's going to be in 2 weeks, it'll be out now.
No, I'm not saying like in a put it next to a movie as a trailer. I'm saying like just in general, the trailer's out.
Oh no! I mean like Wreck-It Ralph 2 is the Thanksgiving weekend in the States, because I see that Mick said it's the 12th.
Yeah, but I think I don't know what Mitch is talking about, because I'm mostly saying like when would the trailer come out online? Would it be late November or middle November? You say late November.
Okay. I mean, it depends when the movie comes out. The trailer will be out like a week to 2 weeks before the movie comes out. That's how it works.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just really the guessing game, right? It's a guessing game on when it's going to come out. I think doesn't matter when it comes out. We're all just going to be super excited. Okay.
You're guaranteed. Is the last week of November, the first week of December. That's your time period for when it's going to come out.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's no other way.
So, kind of putting it into perspective about Catherine Langford, we think this Is it good casting? Yeah, right. She seems like a fun actor.
I've never seen her in anything, so I can't say yes or no. If she's Tony Stark's daughter, can't say it's good casting because he hasn't got a daughter in the comics. If she's Kate Bishop, I'm fine with it. If she's Cersei, I'm kind of okay with it. She's a little young for an Eternal, but I'd go over it. There's my 3 opinions for the 3 possibilities.
Okay, Tristan, you fine, right? You haven't really seen her in anything?
Nah, like Mitch, I haven't seen her much of anything, but yeah, I think she could do a good Kate Bishop.
Yeah.
As much as I can say, because I like that. I haven't seen her in much of anything.
I tell you what, the fan edit of her as Kate Bishop's fantastic. It's like
oh, there's a fan edit.
Yeah, it's I can't.
Fans are on it.
It's I want to say it's AJ something is the guy who did it. I can't remember the person's name off the top of my head, but it's a really cool fan edit. So if you can find it, check it out.
I'll have to look that up later.
It definitely seems like chat is looking forward to this as well. Just overall Avengers 4, and they're saying wouldn't it release on a Tuesday so it gets put in front of movies? I don't know.
Maybe
honestly,
a week to 2 weeks beforehand.
Is it one of those things where it might get released in the mornings, or is it getting released in a talk show? A talk show, you know.
It'll be on a talk show. It's probably Jimmy Kimmel.
Probably, right. Jimmy Kimmel gets all the Marvel scoops for these
things. It's either going to be Jimmy Kimmel or Good Morning America.
You know, shout out to Jimmy Kimmel. I actually he's one of the few people I like.
Yeah, from what I remember, it's usually every Jimmy Kimmel show they release the trailer if they can get the spot.
I like that it's for some reason Jimmy Kimmel.
Get the spot because it's Disney. That's why he gets it. No.
That's true. I was about to say that. Do they just have like this hard on for Jimmy Kimmel? They think he's funny too, because he's hosting the Oscars too. So that's what I like.
Hope, I should hope they think he's funny. He's their employees.
No, I mean he's great. I think, like I said, I think he's one of the better late night hosts.
I find him funny.
And he's not one of those guys that he's more of a sports guy, but he's not one of those people that Conan. He tries to act stupid a lot of the times. Jimmy just honestly doesn't know, so that's the best part. And when Conan actually knows, he just tries to act stupid. And Jimmy Fallon, I think people stop caring because he's too much of a game show guy and not necessarily a talk show guy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Kimmel just seems like the best of both worlds in that sense, where he generally is like a general audience member, but he's also just like he's a cool guy in that sense. So I think leading off with that seems to be the end of the news. Most likely going to be in the show. We don't really have anything else. There's nothing to remind people of other than the fact that we do have another show tomorrow, the comic show. We're going to be talking some comics and stuff like that. So look forward to that. Google us, of course. Google Comic Book Cast. Find us Twitters. If you just even look, I think that's the best part. If you just look on the CBC Twitter, you will see all our handles from me, Mitch, and Tristan.
And in bio. There you go.
Exactly, @ bio. And anything else y'all want to mention? Did anything pop up? From the day?
I don't think anything's cropped up.
I thought Chad acted well today. Chad, you did well. You get a candy since it is Halloween.
You get absolutely nothing because.
Okay, that's true. Mitch is trying to make sure you don't get.
Oh, actually,
Mitch is stingy.
Yeah, I am stingy.
What you're gonna mention?
There's a quick thing. The Infinity War art books had a little bit of a leak. Right. And the Iron Spider was going to look very much like the Iron Spider from the comics. So even uglier than it was going to be originally.
You really don't like the Iron Spider, huh?
I think it's hideous.
I don't like it in the
most disgusting things ever made. It's never going to look good.
I think in the movies it looks fine, but in that game, in the PS4 Spider-Man game, it looks too shiny. I don't like it.
It's too shiny in the menus. The second you get outside, it's toned down a bit. Because I had the same problem with the Marvel Now, like the Dan Slott or different suit. It looked too shiny in the menu.
You need that Alex Ross one?
Yeah, you get the second you get it in game, there's no lights on it, and it looks fantastic.
But I did like it at night because the eyes lit up.
Yeah, you get the little green chest as well.
Yeah.
It's cool.
If you see me playing Spider-Man PS4, you're definitely going to see me rolling around with the white 2099 Spider-Man suit, because to me that is the best suit ever made. Spider-Man. I love that. It's maybe a little too techy or robot-y or metal-y in the game.
I mean, they very much made it techy.
As opposed to kind of like the comic version of it, but I think it's less shinier than the other ones, which to me it looks better in that sense, because the shiny stuff just makes me like, oh, there's like one of the newer suits where I didn't like.
I like the dark